Hi, loved ones. Welcome to Why Not Grandma. For those of you coming in for the first time, my name is Joan, and I am most delighted to have you here. I'm so delighted to have our returning loved ones as well. Go ahead and you subscribe if you have not yet done so. You share the link and you give it a thumbs up and you comment. Okay. So what we're going to be focusing on, well, actually, I did a video yesterday, and we're creating steps. I know you would have preferred to be watching me, do it like the whole entire process when it's only going to be sections, really, because you know how it is with a tripod. That's a tripod, right? Yeah. You know how it is with a stand. For those of you who have been watching me for some time, it has some defect, and that was quite too early for, and so expensive. But we're going to go back to it and try to figure out what we can do to get it rolling. Um, so I don't know if you recall, at the end of a particular video, I showed where, I think it was, yes, I think it was with the scarves, and I almost fell down the hillside. And yes, I kind of put that section in it, but that was after the completion of the video, and I just dropped that at the end. So I just want to make sure that, for the sake of safety, we get some footholds done. All right. And then I also did this meal. Well, not really meal. I did some burgers, experimented with some. But anyway, um, you stay tuned, you relax, and you watch the video. I have to go now. So as soon as I return from work, I'm going to be out the parish. So let's see what returning is going to be like. But I have to be working out of parish today. It's going to take some time for me to come home. I'm not sure, but I will try my best to have the video uploaded this evening when I return, okay? I'll just do the conclusion, and yeah, because the video has already been done. So you take her, all right? All right, you continue to watch. The holes might seem to be a little too deep, and that can be detrimental as well. But I have always had holes here, footholds, but it keeps raining, and so, you have like maras or fungus kind of thing, so it becomes slippery. One has to be careful. So all this rain that we keep getting, and then it has washed like gravel and other things in there, leaves and so on. So it has to be cleaned out and dug out and ready again to go. I have learned how to use it with care. I'm not talking about now that it is. The few that I've done is a little deep. We continue to do some more because we're doing it all the way down to the bottom, from the top down. So I did a few in the middle, and here I am just ensuring that these are sorted out. It was like right here that I almost fell. I'm falling down hillside, that not pretty, that not pretty at all. Oh, my life, that would be something else. Possibility of, breaking somewhere, but so we're doing this. And getting all those weeds out of it as well. because when you're going down like early and you're moving quickly, especially if you see a taxi, you have to be so focused. Yeah. So I'm getting the weeds out of the hole as well, and even close to it. Doing this, I remember. You remember when you and I, when we did the okra, when we planted the okra. Man, we never even got a chance to reap one. Not even one. And the lady is abroad again, so it seems like she keep traveling more often these days. She's a pastor in training. That's my farm partner's wife I'm talking about. Where the okra, those are coming in. We planted okra down there, and the okra stayed for months, and they dried up, and because I had no idea like it takes 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever. I planted them because they're down there and they have to bring out the goats, on the land and so on. I'm thinking, okay, they'll tell me when it's producing so I can get some, but not a word in Jesus' name. He hardly went down there because his wife wasn't around. He just went to work and, just never had time. It's one of those things though. I'm okay. Because luckily I'd planted some trees here and I've lost some because of these workmen. But even that is okay, right? Even that is okay because I still have a few trees, and though some of them are not those who are doing the best, they're not where I would have wanted them to be. They're where other individuals can harvest them. And I kind of wanted to just go on okra for a while. Just that and green juices and the berry drink and then just lose some weight. I wanted to just go back to where I was in terms of the weight. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that for me. Many persons prefer me as I am, but because I can't see what they can see, I prefer how I was. Yes. Because for me, it's the same shape, it's the same figure. It's just that weight is added to it. But I prefer to lose some of it. These holes are really deep. And they'll stay longer. But coming down, going up, they're perfect going up. You can go up faster. One doesn't have to worry about toppling over, toppling down the hillside. But it's coming down. I'm not sure how that is gonna be, but I shall find out. Yeah, getting out those weeds. You remember the yam? I did not. I need assistance with that because I keep digging and I can't reach any yam. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna get someone to assist me with that one. I need someone to dig it. Really. Don't know how that is going to work. I've like a farm partner. I suppose he can But then he hardly has time. I don't know what he has time for because I haven't seen him. I have not seen him for many months now. From the last time you saw me down there when I was talking to him and his wife, and that's pretty much it. I have not seen him since. I'm almost finished. I'm getting down to the end. Okay, so I have completed this task. So now I can walk up and down easily. Oh, as I've created all these steps. Oh, foothold. Whatever they are. So if I have to run down or run up, it shouldn't be a challenge. Because I've done all these. Oh, maybe at the top here I should have done more. Going across, I don't know. But it's okay. I don't expect many persons to be going up all at once, so it's fine as far as I'm concerned. Oh, phone was in the sun. I'm in the sun. I'm hoping you're really getting what I'm trying to show you. Because I'm seeing nothing. Because of the sun. All right. That's another project down. Remember I mentioned okra broken in another video? This is the broken plant. This is it. It was just lying there, and next thing I know, I see roots. Roots. So, since it is working so hard to survive, I'm going to do the best I can to assist in its survival. The workmen broke it. It's okra. So I'm putting it in this hole. Maybe I should dig it a little deeper. Hold on. Probably should still be deeper. So that... But I think it will hold firmly soon. So let it be. Okay. I did make it deeper so that it has a fighting chance. So I'm going to close it up now. Well, I put a piece of board there for support. Those who farm are probably laughing their hearts out, but it is what it is, and I'm doing the best I can. It has one leaf on and green and nice. Whew. All right, now that it has been helped, let's see what resilience does. My God. If we could only be like this plant. Man, it tried even out of the soil. It tried so hard. I need to go get something to eat. Let's go inside, see what we can do, put together. Not sure what I'm doing with these, but the expiry date is too close, so I'm getting rid of them. I'm using them up, using them up. I will figure out after this what exactly I am doing. Certainly not this, which is of course a good idea. This is what, oxtail? Oh, this is chicken. This one is oxtail. Ah, those who want to try this. All right. That's not what I'm doing though, no meat. Um, I know I'm gonna put turmeric and I'm gonna put coconut milk, onion, garlic, and you know the herb spices, all those I can get my hands on right now. And then I'm not sure exactly. Well, let's journey together with this. Let's do this together. How does it look? So broad beans, butter beans. So I managed to put some carrots in, and you know there's oatmeal. There's turmeric, carrots, oregano, black mint for the first time. I'm using that in cooking. Onions, garlic, a bit of Himalayan pink salt because of the minerals and so on. Normally, I'll just throw a little of that in the middle of my palm, and then I would drink water. I would eat that just a little bit and then drink water. Just trying to get more water than I would have in the system. And you know, with the minerals and so on in there, it's going to open the cells so the water can go in the cells. It's kind of important that we work on that. So I use the Himalayan for that. So I don't normally use it to cook. But so this thing has much roughage in there, fiber. You know, the coconut, the remains after extracting the juice from the coconut. So that's the roughage in there. So I put everything together in this and just allow it to wait for a while because it you know, so all the aroma, the whole thing can just blend into one. Because I tell you, it smells so good. So you see, I did not put a lot of herbs. I don't have to because the butter bean, it has a nice little flavor. I didn't use a liquid for it, but it has a nice little flavor to it. So all the spices, all the aroma, everything is just coming together, you know, blending nicely together. Oh, here we have jelly coconut. So a member of the family has a back situation, you know, back pain going on there. So here we have coconut water with tuna. That's prickly pear, not tuna as in fish, tuna as in plant. The prickly pear, yes, very very nutritious. So we have it in there, and that's gonna take care of the back pain. So I put it on the side because it has ice in there, and just this section has the liquid. This is section where I have the tuna. So while it's melting out, it is just coming together there, just like with the spices. Yeah. And I'm not saying you ought to do the same. I'm not saying that I'm a medical professional or anything of the sort. All right? All these are for your entertainment and educational purposes. Any nutrients to talk about or whatever and so on, you can do your own research and talk to your medical team. All right? That's oatmeal right there. And so yeah, I'm gonna put some more oatmeal in there. Oatmeal is in already. Putting some more. Now look, I have placed some extra coconut roughage, some fiber in there. That's the remains from the extracted coconut milk. So the liquid from the blended kernel we refer to as in Jamaica as coconut milk. And the liquid that comes in it originally that God has created it with, we refer to that as coconut water. And if it's at the immature stage, it's jelly. Jelly water, jelly coconut water. Good for the heart and the kidney and the bladder and all that, as we say in Jamaica. So here we have put more coconut in there, more rough edge. So it's just gonna stir it, and yeah, it comes together nicely. It's placed on low heat so it can kind of just steam. And it's been marinated, just kind of steam. And this I have never done before. Loved ones, I have never done this before. Family and friends, I've never done this before. When I'm using when I'm using butter bean, or I normally purchase butter bean. I will purchase the other one. The from time to time we'll pick up the broad beans mistakenly. It's a little thicker, yes, and so on, so it's fine. But it's the we actually know, we're more familiar with the butter bean. It's nice in oxtail, and any meat kind you want to put it in. If you're brown stewing chicken, you can put it in there. If you're doing whatever, even mutton, curried goat, whatever. Well, since there's nothing in here that needs cooking really, it doesn't have to stay a long time on the low heat, on the fire. It's just that we need to see the onions becoming colorless and so on, so we know that no, the flavor is more blended in nicely. And then we will just put it together, roll it, flatten it, and fry. And when the oil comes out, it's finished in the pot, and I allow it to remain in there because I actually prefer that it's baked and not fried. But I do like fried things. I don't do it often, but I like fry. I like crunchy. I like the child in me is alive and kicking. So there are certain things that I still hold on to. And even though it's the coconut oil that we're using, one still has to be careful with this frying. you know I use olive oil. I do have olive oil. Those are the two oils I use, only olive oil and coconut, and or coconut. But I have both. Though you see me keep using coconut, but I do have olive oil. I'd gotten those, right, with the beans and those tin beans and so on. I picked up those at Price Smart. Yeah, you can just buy those things, buy a lot of those things, buy a lot of whatever it is, and for a period of time. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. You purchase a lot of items at Price Smart that will last. You can share with friends. It will last for the whole year or so, and you go maybe 3 times for the year. Pick up different things at different stages, and of course each time you go back you make sure you get those. Boy, they have some cereal stuff, a wide variety, man, oh man. But I don't know, man. They have some lovely items, some real. It's just a one stop. A one stop. It's a one stop shop. One stop. The fact that this is done this way, I can make meatball and then it's still gonna taste nice. But I have always preferred to do burger. I always prefer that. But that's because I have never pre-done it. I've never put it on the stove before. and have it done for a few minutes so everything, all the flavors come together. I've never really done that. So maybe I can make meatball with this, but I still prefer burger because it's kind of a little crispy. And well, I gave away my real nice good stove because of moving from one area to the other and transportation and so on and so forth. And so this stove that I have, I've never baked in it, so I'm not going to be doing any baking. So if ever I do some baking, is either around the front there where the family is, or in the States when I go there, because those I'm used to. Oh, we have a little oven around there. I didn't even remember that. I haven't used it in about more than a year. I used to do little things in there for the kids. Okay, so maybe I'll use that. I don't know if it still works. It's at the front and it belongs to them around there. But it's no problem for it to be here, you know? So that is pretty much it. So a few more minutes. I think I can close this off now. Oh, let's see. The carrot is not done, but that's fine. I was looking at the carrot. Look at that. They haven't even started. Like, I haven't begun. But it's okay. Not like I'm gonna wait on them. I'm more interested in the spices, the seasonings. All right, so this is it. Next phase. I'm gonna have it cool so I can do what I want with it. So this was originally soaked, not for this, but I think this needs a bit of moisture. So as you can see, the mixture has been poured out in the Pyrex dish. It's now cool. So I'm just putting some in with the moisture, and then I throw some dried oats. And you know the oats can be blended, you know. Yeah, blended, dried. Didn't even remember that. I don't practice to do that though when I'm making meat, veggie meat, veggie burger or veggie or meatball, or yeah, this is rolled oats that I'm using. I normally use rolled oats. Sometimes I use the regular ones, Fosco, regular ones. But as much as is possible, I try to get the rolled oats, and Price Mart has them for very good price. Very good. This big bag, very good price. So mixing this moisture in, and then if needed, I'll add dried ones, but probably not necessary because this needed a bit of moisture. So it's kind of getting that now. I used to like making veggie burgers, various types, but I don't take pleasure in preparing meals for just me. Because as far back as I can remember, I've been preparing meals for somebody. In my younger years, I mean in childhood. Boy, I tell you, I'm always preparing for somebody. Some persons, or I remember I had some kids, I used to just prepare the meals for them and give them through the window because of how I was brought up. We don't have children coming over, and no. So whatever it is that I'm doing, I would prepare some meals. I had my own kitchen. I always have my own kitchen. I used to use it as a dollhouse until I was old enough to do otherwise with it. But when I became an adult and I'm cooking and so on, I used to just leave the window open. Boy, my mother never knew anything about that. I just leave the window open, just push it up, the louver, and that some children, they would know that they're to come. They were children in need, and they would come and timely open up the window, not making any sound, and they'll just pick up the plate and just have the meals, and they know they were to take the time and put it right into the sink, and when I get home I would have dealt with it. Those were beautiful years though, those were beautiful years. I'm always taking care of others, and I like that. It's from childhood, and it brings so much fun, so much joy. So when I had the children living with me, I prepare all sorts of veggie meat. I if maybe, well, for those who have been watching the videos from the start would have known, but those were just coming in. There was a point when I had 7 children taken care of. Not one belonged to me. Not one belonged to me. And I tell you, of the lot, there were those that I never knew their parents, and hey, mother died, father neglected. It was, I like to share love. I like to be in a home where there is much. Listen, I got so much love from my father that the love is still going on and on until I die. I have enough to take me through. I have enough to take care of Jamaica. I just love, genuine love, not somebody wanting to terrorize you in any way. Just pure love. None being exploited, you know. Everybody just laughter and like a fairy tale. Yeah. Yeah, man, I miss that. I miss that. But the narrative has changed. But I do miss that. You can create your own fairy tale. Yeah, you can. You can. And if it's like lovers, if the both of you can see eye to eye, you can do that as well. Children, parents, any relationship. If there's no selfishness, then you're good to go. But anybody in there thinking of themselves, and some persons, it is so stupid that you find individuals in a relationship and they are competing against each other. Like, seriously? What's that? Oh, still, this tastes good, you see. Boy, I don't know how many are gonna be left for tomorrow. So here are the burgers. Hello. So, in traffic, traveling from after 3. Listen, life is very interesting, but we have a lot to give God thanks for. Hey, you see these? Man, you know that butterbean tastes good on its own, just like that. Butterbeans taste good. So you can have a fair idea with all the combination. This thing. Can you imagine? With some veggies and lettuce or man, and a bagel or whatever bread. Really, really, really awesome. I don't know, man. I like my liquid things. I like. This really tastes good. And the coconut, you don't, coconut actually cook. I mean, it's not, you're not really tasting that not taste, you're not getting the fiber, you're not getting the feel of the fiber. The whole thing came together. I've never cooked coconut fiber in anything. I've never done that before. I don't think so. But it just comes together. I was thinking that I would have, it would be chewy. But anyway, it tastes like meat. It gives it a lovely flavor. The coconut just stands out in it. It really tastes good. It does. It does. And this, wow, the aroma. Anyway, I have been I have done almost 7 hours of traveling in the traffic. Actually got into the traffic from after 4, and it's now 9 o'clock, just coming in, but I know I have to say something. So just wash my face and wash my hands, and that's the most. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. But I'm gonna try my best to get this video up now. Yeah. So you take care of yourself and be good, be careful, be extremely careful. And this is Grandma saying, peace. I am out of here. Catch you in the next video. And if I fall asleep over this thing, or it doesn't go up tonight, sometime tomorrow. All right? Take care. Thanks for your patience and your understanding. Bye-bye. The next video. Catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.